Hey everyone, and welcome to a Lefty Knitter podcast. This is episode 123, and I am your host, Aquila, and you can find me at all the links down below. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to any new viewers. Thank you to my returning viewers. This has been just quite a journey. I gotta say, I am enjoying all my interactions with all of my viewers, so I appreciate you so much. I hope you're all doing well, and yeah, this week has snuck up on me. Yeah. Oh, I should have said, I'm in Baltimore with my family, husband, kids, cats, and this is kind of like a vlog style video where I record through the week and then smoosh it all together and post on Saturdays. Didn't mention that. Today is Wednesday. That's where I was getting at. The holiday weekend threw me off because Monday we were traveling back home, and that threw me off because a lot of times I like to record on a Monday just to catch up. Didn't happen. And my work is in the midst of fiscal year end, so that's a whole nother like pile on the stress level. Yeah, that's okay. Whew. John got a few more of the yarns he ordered, and we'll probably just show them in a later clip when he's here to do that. So that is part of the giveaway, which you won't see this clip before I announce or record for the announcement. So good luck if you did enter. All right, but we'll show more of those because, you know, why not? Because we'll be pulling those. We'll be pulling those on Saturday. Wow, 2 weeks. Well, a week has went by. Almost 2. It's Wednesday. Did I mention the day? I'm not even sure what day it is. July something? It's the 8th, 9th? I don't know. Whew. I hope everybody doesn't mind my absent-mindedness sometimes. All right, I did get some knitting done. This is a knitting podcast, well, you know, knitting, crafty, whatnot stuff podcast. I got some knitting done, and I'm very excited that I've cast on the second sock. Now, the first one is not completely done because I do a cut-in afterthought heel, but I'm using yarn from Theresa, who is Pretty Twisted Yarns. I hope everybody down, what is that, Elsa that's hitting, like, now? That storm? I hope everybody's okay. I haven't been keeping a good enough track as I like to try to do. Well, I don't know what that was, but it is now in the abyss of the under the couch zone. I'll find it. It's fine. Sorry, Theresa, she's in Florida, Pretty Twisted Yarns. This is her old label. This is the Indoor Base 80/20 BFL nylon, and it's Beach Ball Bash. She is a self-striping dyer. Check down below for codes to get a discount. Just remember, small batch dyers, check their shop. They usually give the estimated time if it's a dye to order, so make sure you check that, and don't get mad at your people if you didn't check that information. If it's not ready to ship, there's usually a little bit of a wait time. I think that's with a lot of like the self-striping dyers. I know I have not actually bought any yarn. What's the person in like Arizona, and she does, if you knit with her yarns like once a month, you enter them and you can get an exclusive self-striping. Why can't I think of her name? I have some of her yarn that I was gifted. Oh my god. I know she has a wait time. It's just how it is. Okay, Beach Ball Bash. I do not have a pattern for this. Somebody asked about that, and I will either A, try to type up notes on a Ravelry page, and if you don't use Ravelry, I'll try to put it in my show notes. I know I did not do my show notes for last week yet. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna do that at lunch today. I use 9-inch circulars. Here's my sock, and I'm doing like a staggered slip stitch. So every 4th stitch, I am slipping it when it comes to the color change. And then I shift the 4th stitch to the middle of the previous color change. So here's where I slipped previously. Oh, I did that wrong. Did I do that row wrong? Hold on. Oh my God, I'm showing you a row that I did wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, so I slipped this greenish one here, and then on the row above it, I moved 2 over and slipped the one in the middle. So I did make a mistake in this sock, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Because I forgot to slip for part of the round. Now I can't even find it. Oh, you know why? No, that's not it. I thought it was in the green and yellow. Was it on this one? It's on the second sock. So I still have to cut in my heel on this. So I'm gonna cut in my heel and this one will be done. So I was here last time. I finished the whole foot, the rest of the toe. I'll move my marker. I cast on. See it? See that little tiny section I forgot to slip? Sorry, I'm not trying to cover my mouth while talking. I forgot it. That's okay. I'm gonna move my marker when I'm done recording this clip. So I will try to write something up or see if there is something on already, like typed up in Ravelry by somebody else. I've never really looked. This is just me out of my head doing this. I've not paid enough attention. I received a gift in the mail and the person wishes to remain anonymous. And that's totally fine. And they contacted me and said, I saw your necklace. And I was like, oh, my ohm symbol. So this is my ohm symbol. I've had this charm probably more than 12 to 15 years. I don't even know how long. Okay, let me preface this. There's certain things you don't talk about on podcasts unless your podcast is geared directly towards it. That is religion, politics, etc. I don't normally talk about those. So I am still not going to particularly talk about it. But because it does fall into the category a little bit of religion, I'm just putting that out there. I would never ever force anything on anyone. My kids neither. And if they want to learn about any religion that they want to learn about, I will learn with them. There we go. There's kind of my soapbox. Okay, I've had this. I got this charm actually at the Maryland Renaissance Festival. It holds a lot of very good memories because I got it on one of the trips when I went with my aunt who has now passed away. And I've had it for a very long time. I've had to replace the chain. It came on like a black cord when I first got it. And I've had now 2 box chains that I wear. And I don't, I have other necklaces that I don't ever change my necklace. I wear this one like all the time. I didn't wear it for my wedding because I did have some fancy jewelry for that or whatever. But went right back on after that. This person sent me some mala beads. Now you can do your research on what they are. These were handcrafted by this person for me. Each one is knotted and tied and they thought about me when they made this, and that is so special. And so these are mala beads. Like I said, you can do your research on what they are. There's 108 beads on here. They included a little thing I'm gonna read. That is what these are made of. So, the stone that these are made of. Oh my God, all those faceted cuts on there. They really shine, don't they? And then it has this tassel at the end. And it says, so this stone is blue agate, which I know a little bit about stones and crystals and whatnot too. But this was just really nice that it came with it. I'm gonna take it off because it's a little easier to read for me. Now they do not make these to sell them. I keep saying she, but I don't wanna, I hate doing that because if I've not asked the person. They made these because they saw my necklace, they contacted me, we talked about a few things, and it was just very generous and sweet and mindful. So blue agate, it aids in healing on many levels, physically, mentally, and emotionally, helps in cleansing and regenerating our throat chakra. Acting like water, it facilitates our words and expression, helping it flow unblocked and uninterrupted. Encourages truth and honesty. This hit so hard for me, just in general, because I've told you guys that I'm never gonna put on like a fake show, and I think I just recently talked about this. So it really, the part where it said, I don't know, that it acting like water, it facilitates our words and expression, helping it flow unblocked and uninterrupted. I don't know, it makes me want to just tear up in a good way, not in a sad way, just, I don't know. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and they're beautiful, and yeah. All right. I'm gonna end it on that because I'm all like weird and emotional now, and God, they're nice and cool. Just feels good to put on and wear. So thank you. I have no clue what else I'm gonna show in this episode. I've gotten very little done on that head wrap that I started making. And I say this sometimes in the beginning of the first clips of the episodes, and then I usually have like 40 minutes of footage, and I don't know where it comes from. All right, until the next clip. Bye. Okay, so today is the 7th, and I can't stay away from you guys. I had to go downstairs right away. I'm at lunch, and I've been not sleeping well. Maybe because of the medicine I'm on to help clear up all that congestion I've talked about, which is better, thank you. Vertigo is still, or whatever's happening, it's still doing some dizzy stuff. But it's okay. So because I haven't been sleeping, I've been watching YouTube. That's a dangerous rabbit hole, right? You're watching it right now. So the one night I was watching videos on French braiding because I suck at being girly girl. I don't do makeup and hair, and I French braided my hair yesterday. It looked pretty good. Didn't take any pictures. But I have to convince Hayes to let me practice more on her head because I really think I can get this down. I know that sounds crazy. I can braid, and I can French braid. It's just not good. I just think I need practice. Okay. End rant. Watched videos on French braids. So the second night, I couldn't sleep, and I was like, all right, I should not turn on any devices, so I didn't. I laid there, and I thought about that ornament that I made in the last episode. Let me get it. Got it. Here's the ornament that I had made, right? It's fine. It's pretty. I did well. I want to improve it. I'm going to insert a picture here of the handmade ornaments that I make because I think they look, I'm not going to say they look prettier. I don't know what it is. I just think that that looks nicer. And it might be because I just used a plain yarn. Now on all of these ones, I'm using like a metallic, shiny, pretty thread yarn. I use for those, now this comes in all kinds of colors. This is just one I have, the Aunt Lydia's crochet thread, and it's metallic. And it says it's a lace weight. It's definitely lace weight. Okay. I didn't even know if this would work on my machine. So you know what I just did? I just cranked a tube with what I had. I had one open. This one's not open. Now this is my 64 stitch cylinder on my Erlbacher Gearhart Speedster. And this is what I got. See, it's shiny. I have a few spots that I had some mess ups, but it cranks. It works on my machine. That's very exciting. Now this looks like I'm making like gauntlets, like I should be going and jousting or something. So now this is all 64 stitches. Give me a second. Give me just 1 second. These are the 80 millimeter plastic ornaments I have. See, this is where I end up getting all this extra content because I'm like, I gotta show you guys. My brain works. Okay. So, visually, I don't like that. Now, I didn't crank it with the heel spring on, which I said I was gonna try to do with regular yarn and make it tighter, which I probably still will. Don't get me wrong. But in one of my sleepless nights, I wondered, A, can I crank this? Which I didn't know. And then B, do I crank all 64 stitches? Well, I can. Do I add beads to the 64 stitch? I don't think so, and nor would I just put this over an ornament. I don't think that's attractive. My opinion. But, brain working again, I removed every other needle from my machine. Every other cylinder needle from my machine. So 64 divided by 2 is 32. Yeah, that's right. I can do math. 32 needles, 32 stitches. Okay, so imagine you're taking every other stitch of this out. Well, I did that. I did it with one of these colors. It looks really silly. It looks like mesh netting. It's not very attractive. So I didn't, if I were to do this, I would have had like waste yarn or something, but I just was in a hurry and I wanted to do it. So down here, it looks really sloppy, and then it starts to get better as you go up. And then it's hard to hold that whole thing. I just cranked the whole thing because I didn't want to cut my thread. Okay. Here you can see it changes. Here, I put on my heel spring. It looks a little different because it looks tighter. And then I took my heel spring off because it was being a little weird and I didn't want to crank the whole thing with the heel spring on. So I just wanted to get this cranked so I could, again, not break the thread. So you can see how it kind of goes in and out, right? Also, it looks a little lumpy here because I done stuck a plastic ornament in it and stretched it out. Up here, I took the heel spring off again. So I'm gonna show you guys. Now it looks really sloppy at the top too because I didn't put any waste yarn on it. But I think this looks much more reminiscent of the ornaments I showed you guys. Now this is not with the heel spring tensioned. It gets tighter, so I know it's around here. It's very hard to see probably. This is much more reminiscent of what my hand knitting looks like. And I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna probably rip this out right now because I've now shown you guys. And I'm gonna go downstairs, put it on a cone again, and I'm gonna try it. I don't know how I'm gonna beat it yet though, because I've thought about that too in my non-sleepy nights. But I think instead of having them go straight up so they're on the same needle, it's gonna spiral. So every 8 needles, technically, every 4, because I've taken half out, I'm gonna put a bead. And then on the next row, I'm gonna shift every bead to the next needle. So I'm hoping I get a spiraling effect, like the hand knitting ones. That is my plan and my goal. And you'll know if I achieved it, because it'll probably be in this week's video. Eek! Wish me luck, y'all. I might even have to do a story about this on Instagram because I'm so excited. All right. Crazy. Again, I don't know if I'd sell these. I have to see how labor intensive A and B materials and packaging. But I might. If there's interest, I might do, I'm definitely probably gonna do the research in one of my sleepless nights. Oh my gosh, wish me luck, y'all. Wish me luck. I can't believe I might even be back again today and record. That would just be a little insane, and I apologize in advance if you see me again in my I Am the Walrus shirt. Today is Thursday. And this is Thursday, Aquila, giving the side eye to Wednesday, Aquila. Don't put your cart before your horse, right? Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Wednesday, Aquila, was way too ecstatic about those ornaments. Thursday, Aquila is thinking, doesn't know what Wednesday, Aquila was thinking. Okay, I showed you guys the ornament. I think Luna wants to say hello. She wants to scold Wednesday, Aquila also. This is Luna Tuna. She is our tripod kitty. She doesn't want to show her face. There we go. Luna Tuna. So she is missing a back leg. Ready? Pop! She is such a good cat. She is such a good cat. Say hello. Say hello. We don't know how. We adopted her. We don't know how she lost her leg. When we went to see her in the shelter, she was freshly amputated. So when the shelter picked her up, she had the amputation wound already that hadn't even healed. So they have no clue why this amputated cat was dumped. And they didn't clip her ear. So This is not a thing, I think, in all states. See her ear? See the tip is clipped off? So she had been on the streets prior. And what they do here is they will catch, fix, clip their ear, and release them back because, you know, shelter space is limited. And the clip of the ear tells people that are out there trying to catch some of these animals that they've already been fixed, so they cannot repopulate the stray community. So that is why her ear is clipped. Yeah. So long story short, we just make up crazy stories of how she could have possibly lost her leg because we don't know. And for being a cat that probably was in a very traumatic possible situation, she is like the chillest cat. She's my baby. Oh, she's gonna be a brat. And hissing. Now you can go away then. Okay. Ugh, sorry. Tangents. Interruptions. Okay. I was way too enthusiastic. Not that this could not possibly happen. I have to either A, find a little bit of an easier way to bead the thread on the machine. Now that video I found was great and it works really well, but I think the fishing line that I'm using to do it, and I would have to like insert a video to really show you, or you guys can go watch the video of the lady doing the beading, and I have to actually go back and see what she says she uses as her beading thread. Because the fishing line I have to keep re-putting in my mouth and straightening out the little strands, and that's just gross. I mean, this is my ornament, but I would have to find a better way because I don't want to have to keep doing that. Would you like some spit-filled ornaments? Yeah, no, they're not really spit-filled. It's the leader thing you use to bead the yarns. But either way, that's just kind of like, bleh. Okay. I think on average, I can hand knit those beaded ornaments in 3 to 4 hours. I've never timed it, so I'm not exactly sure. This, and I got quicker as I went with the beading and cranking to certain spots because I only beaded in 4 spots on the machine. And then, so say I'm beading at 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. And then that spiral, then I have it spiral because I bead the needle next to it every new row, I'm beading the needle next to the first bead. So then it spirals. Duh, I could just show you and explain it. See? So I did take out every other needle because it did look better. I think it looks better than it being a solid piece of fabric with every needle in it. And this worked out fine, and I got faster as I went. I mean, that's how it goes, right? You learn and you get better at it, and you can usually perform better and be faster. I didn't weave these in. They're tucked in and tied in. I didn't cut them. Now, I like it, but do I think it was about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to make this? Do I think it's worth the price I might possibly have to sell it for? I don't know, because I haven't calculated that price. It's still cool. I like it. I think it's neat. I like my hand knit ones though too. This has a different look. This is a bigger ornament. And I really can't go any smaller on my machine, so I'd have to make them this size if I were to make them on my machine. So I was a little perturbed yesterday at the slowness. I guess because I'm so used to, I mean, I can make a pair of socks in an hour minus the closing of the toes, which doesn't take long either. But an hour to do, say, socks on average, not every pair. So I don't know. I'm just kind of like kicking myself in the butt for being so excited about it. And I know I shouldn't be doing that to myself, but I kind of am. So this morning, I went on the CSM website and so this was not a pattern that I followed. This was the knowledge that I had from the hand knit ornaments to make this. So this is not a pattern. So I went and I downloaded every available free ornament pattern from the CSM Supplies website. And I wanted to try another one because I wanted to try another one without beads and not a super complicated one. And this one was like right up that alley. And so this morning I made another. Now this one is the same yarn. I still have it connected only because I screwed up the first couple rows and this is going to get ripped out. And I did a few too many rows. She said to do 4.5 inches and I think I should have done less. I'm not sure. 80 millimeter ornament compared to, she says, a 4-inch ornament, I think is what she's using. Hold on. I have a tape measure, but how do you measure ornaments? Do you just measure the width of them across? Yeah, this is definitely not 4 inches. This is like probably 3.5. Well, how much is 80 millimeters? That'd be 8 centimeters, correct? Yeah, that's like 3.25 inches. So she uses a 4-inch ornament. So that makes a big difference. It would stretch over it differently. And I did screw up on the bottom on this side. I'll show you guys the other side. And it, like I said, it's still attached because I'm gonna rip it out. But this was a different one. So it's a different texture. I think it was called like Star or something. See if it was stretched a little more. If I didn't do as many rows, it would look better. But I dropped a stitch. See that? It looks so silly. John has some grand schemes. I'm not sure what he's working up in his head, but he has some grand schemes happening. So stay tuned for that, because I don't know what that's gonna do, but I think it's neat. I have even more ideas in my head of some other patterns to try. Now that I know how to do a little bit of lace work on the machine, which I didn't know how to previously do, this has taught me a little bit, and that's exciting. So I have a few ideas of, I mean, I love this yarn, and it's doing it no justice right now. Like in person, it's so much prettier. It really is. And when it's stretched, I mean, God, it just looks so much better stretched. See how it looks better? You're getting a glare, but it looks better. So I did too many rows, and again, I'm learning and I'm practicing. But I feel like I redeemed myself a little by doing something this morning that was also quick. I mean, it's not a finished object, obviously, because I'd have to redo it, but just learning the skill of it made me feel better this morning after I was like so gung-ho about this one. Not that this didn't turn out great. I think it looks really cool, but again, way too, excitement level was up here, and I shouldn't have let myself get there, but I did. So, I watched the SweetPea and Chickadee podcast. It somehow popped up, and I'm not exactly sure, or somebody had tagged, I don't remember. and they talked about John and I in the last episode, and I can see the wheels turning of how she wants to explain our podcast. I'm sitting there laughing so hard because we're eclectic and quirky, and we try not, like, we curse a lot in real life, and we try not to do that so much on the podcast, just in general, because we know some of our friends' kids sometimes will pop in and watch. So we try to be mindful of that, but yeah. But thank you for coming to watch us and then talking about us. And yeah, I can't wait to watch their next episode. So I will link their channel down below. I can't remember names. I'm terrible at names, but it's the mom and daughter, and they have really good energy, and the banter back and forth is really good. And I really enjoyed their podcast. I mean, I enjoy lots of podcasts, and I enjoy podcasts when I'm speaking back to them through the screen, because I don't always do that with all the podcasts I watch. Some of them are more just informational dumps, and then some of them I just get involved. And they were talking about naming a green yarn, and she named it like Emerald City. And right in the top of my head, I was already like Wizard of Oz, because she said Emerald City. And then the daughter says something about Wendy, and then they mention Alice in Wonderland, and then and then she's like, yeah, the girl and the dog, and I'm like, Wizard of Oz, and it's Dorothy, and I just like talking to them through the screen, and I love that. I love when I get those moments with podcasters. They might not have the same interaction back. They're obviously not having the interaction back with me, but I like having that interaction, so it's very exciting. And it gave me good vibes watching them. So go check them out. And yeah, I said at the beginning of like the first video clip yesterday that I was like, I'm not gonna have anything, and here I am talking a lot. All right. At least I put Wednesday Aquila to rest, and I redeemed myself with Thursday Aquila. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Hazel and I think, are gonna watch Luca tonight. She's watched it already with the school she's at. So she was like explaining like part, and I'm like trying to like not listen because I haven't seen it. So I think we're watching that tonight, and that's exciting. And I've been watching Superstore. I'm late to the party with that. That's like America Ferrera, and I can't think of any of the other people that are in it, but she's in it, and it's like kind of a super center shopping place, and it's about like the employees and what happens and goes on there, and it's been really funny. I've gotten a lot of giggles out of that, and I really appreciate that, because Arrested Development, I kind of fell off the wagon with. I'm still watching it because now I have to finish, but like it got to the 3rd or 4th season, and I'm just like, ugh. I don't know. Do you guys get like that? You get so invested like in the first 2 seasons, and then 3rd season hits, and it's like that jumping the shark thing where it doesn't keep your interest anymore. What shows have you watched that's done that to you? There's gotta be like shows that do that for some people and don't for others. Like some people are like, I loved that show and I watched every season and it was the best show I've ever watched. And then there's probably some people that are like, man, I got to the 6th season and I just felt like it went down the crapper. Right? So, all right, let me know down below what shows have disappointed you, because I'm interested to know. I like watching TV when everybody goes to bed. Okay, ornaments! Okay, it's Friday, and yesterday I just had to try another ornament. Now this is another one just out of my head. I didn't use my fancy like sparkly crochet thread that I've showed you earlier. This is actually Mace of Skeins again, which is what I did my first ornament in, but this is her Cherry Blossoms colorway. And all right, so you can kind of see. I did 3 plain rounds at the beginning. This is with half my needles in again, and I was going again for a spiral effect, and I like what it did. I think the holes are a little big, and I think the effect of that isn't as good because the holes are way big. So every other needle in my machine, and then every row I was transferring out of, say you number your needles 1 to 4 all the way around, so 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 1 to 4 all the way around. The first row I transferred the first stitch to the second needle and did that all the way around. And then the second row I transferred the second stitch to the third needle, and that made the spiral pattern going up, which is really cool. I just don't like the giant holes. So if I were to do this again, I think I might try it with all the needles in the machine and to give that swirl look. That's what I might do. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. Obviously you guys have noticed that. But I've been watching people spin, and I have a wheel, and I'm really bad at saying I'm gonna spin, and I have fiber that I need to use. And it's funny because this fiber, I believe, is one of the first fibers that my friend Emily, who was in my knitting group, who's now in Florida, had given me to play on my machine or on my wheel, and I hadn't even used all that. So this was another gradient club, and it was from Northbound Knitting. So the other one that I made, my pin pennant, if you've watched, the pin pennant was also made from Northbound Knitting, and this is called Fascination Street. Now this is also 4 ounces, and I was thinking I wanted a quicker spin, so I don't know if I want to, but it's a gradient, and what I'm thinking of doing is splitting it completely in half. So I have a 2-ply, and I get more yardage, hopefully. So if I 2-ply it, if I split it in half and 2-ply it, then hopefully I'll only get a little bit of barber pulling where I may not have spun the singles exactly even. So there's that. But this is a lot of fiber, and I was like, oh, do I really want to do all that? Because I get in bouts of spinning, and then I'll put it away with like half a bobbin spun, and it's just, and then I don't remember what I was doing. This one is smaller bumps of fiber. These are from, I got these at it's in the one in Berryville, Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. These are Mustache Millie, Little Design Bats and Roll Eggs, to delight your senses. I don't know if they still sell. They do have an Etsy shop, so I guess I'll check it out. But it tells you on the back what is kind of in that. And then it's this cute little bump. And I think they're 2 ounces. So I could weigh it, but I think these were 2 ounces. So I have 2 of these. And I think I would just spin singles and then figure out what I want to do with it. This was the other one because I bought 2. And I kind of did buy 2. This is a different material, but that's okay. I bought 2 that kind of coordinated. So if I wanted to 2-ply them, I could ply them together. That might be what I do. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, honestly. So I guess you'll find out what I end up doing. But I'm gonna take my lunch, a nice quiet lunch up here, and just put on some Netflix, eat, and spin. So yeah, I'll look that up and I'll let you know if there's still a shop. So I did just go look it up because, you know, I had to. So there you go, Mustache Millie on Etsy. And they are still a shop. They still have stuff up there. She only has 4 bats for sale right now and a bunch of hand spun. So whatever's your jam, you could already get some hand spun. Yeah, there you go. You can check them out. I'll link it down below. So this is the roundup video. Today is the 10th of July. I know you want to show your haircut. Go ahead. He got it trimmed up. So I was talking about how the one podcast, I can't think of names right now, they talked about your mullet and how you were getting it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her daughter hates mullets.
It doesn't matter. People hate them, people love them, whatever.
I respect it. I've been watering it every night. And once a week I do a hot oil treatment with Bush Light.
Oh my god.
So
okay.
I watch YouTube videos of Camaros as white noise for it to grow off of.
Alright. People are waiting for the giveaway.
We should make them wait a little bit longer.
No. Alright, so let me just show you. This was a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I already put the thing in and I just have to click the button and it'll give us a person, but it was like 80 some comments that had the word shart. It was pretty fun reading them. People were messaging me privately saying, we're having so much fun and here's extra ones because I didn't want to overload your video and comments, and it's been really pretty awesome. So
can I do a couple of my favorites?
Go ahead.
Ferris Bueller's Shart Off. The Sharkshank Redemption. Sharknado. Shark Fiction. 13 Sharting on 30 might have been my absolute favorite. You don't win, unfortunately, because technology has gotten involved.
I mean, they could win. We haven't picked
I mean,
it
you
yet.
could win.
That's true.
You could totally win.
Yeah.
That was just a couple of my favorites. It wasn't the win.
All right, let's recap some of the yarns because we have all but one that you
We've got
are
all but
waiting
one
on.
and whatever I make.
This happens every episode.
I gotta take it.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. It happens every time.
I got it. I got a guy in the wind. Sorry.
I know. It's okay. All right. So we already showed you these, so we're going to go Hearing Colors Dyeworks.
Bobby!
Another Hearing Color Dyeworks.
Bobby.
We have, this was Pretty Twisted.
Theresa!
And she also sent the minis.
Theresa!
All right. Now, ready? We've shown you guys Kameleon yarn before. Do you know the name? Coffee Bean Knit, but what's her real name? Do you remember that? Joanna!
Coffee!
So this is one of her, it was a gradient set, right? Study of Color mini skeins. That's what it was.
They're gorgeous.
I know!
Gorgeous.
So it's 4, and then the last one is holding them all together.
Gorgeous.
Oh, this way.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, they're so pretty. Like, there was a green one she did, and then, oh my god, they're
Dude,
all of the study of colors are so beautiful. all the shop links will be down below too, just so you know.
And just so you know, every single thing that I have procured are like I wanted to see all these yarns so I can inspect them and look at them, and like these are actually like my idols isn't the right word, but
they inspire you.
Yeah, man. Dude, this one.
All right.
This one.
This is.
Hold on. This is the absolute queen of sparkly yarn. Like, I don't know how the heck. Like, disco ball in the fall is what I would have totally named that.
Disco ball in the fall. Well, it's called
so
Ethel.
Sparkly.
It's very. And I guess the base is called Figment.
Figment.
This is out of Kentucky.
Kentucky.
So pretty.
I'm working on a Kentucky waterfall right now.
So, yeah, that's amazing.
This, you've heard me talk about before. This is my idol, actually. Like, as far as
You've
yarn
always
goes.
said that.
This is the person that made me say, man, I want to try that. And I was like nervous, asking questions like you're doing something awesome. I want to try to do something awesome. Like, this was the person that made me say, dude, I want to try this. Like, for real. And this is fully spun. Brooksy! She is the best.
I love the
in my
name
opinion,
of this one.
The best of the best. Like, the name is fully spun.
No, the name of the yarn color. Where is it?
I have no idea.
Oh, was it on the tag?
Look at you. Postscript fingering.
That's the base. It was like flamingos in the yard or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yard flamingos.
Yard flamingos.
I love
Brooke.
it. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So this is, she's also known for dyeing her roving and then having it spun. So this is not that. This is yarn that she's dyed. So this is the other way that she dyes her yarn.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so beautiful. I love that. I love that color.
This beautiful
really
young
nice.
lady. She did a Instagram live one time.
Oh yeah.
One time, and it was.
She knit for 24 hours to raise money. It was 24 hours.
No,
Remember?
that was not the same.
Oh,
one.
you're thinking of something else.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
she did a whole process, like how she dyes,
Oh,
and that was it for me. Like,
yeah.
I already was creeping on her. She does so much for the LGBTQ community,
Plus,
colorways and stuff like that. And she's just
amazing.
wholesome, dude. Like,
Yeah.
from the tip of her nose to the
Tip of her toes?
Yeah, like, she is so wholesome.
We got to meet her, I think, at one of her first shows that she ever did.
It was a trunk show at that place that shut down now.
Well, we went there, but we also met her at Frederick Fiberfest. I think that was one of her first shows she ever did.
I met her at Shenandoah. I think it was Shenandoah.
Well, we've seen her at Shenandoah twice, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One of my heroes, man. I hope she has nothing but success in the world, and you should totally, if you don't win it,
Go check her
you should
website
definitely go
out.
get some, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Oops,
God.
sorry.
Breaking stuff.
And then this one, Brooksy is my, I owe her everything. But this person is the queen of spooky spookies.
She does a lot of deep, moody stuff. But she does other stuff too that's not deep and moody. So
Yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba!
Dragon Hoard yarn.
Look at that.
That one's called Hedge Witch.
Yeah, I hope you make a cloak out of this. That's the only.
They can't make a
appropriate
cloak
thing.
out of one skein.
Well, you've got
But-
one to start off your cloak project.
See
with.
the greens? It's really pretty. Yeah.
It's
So
dope.
Dragon Hoard yarn. And you have one more coming. that's not here yet.
One more coming, and I have to make something. I'm gonna make something today.
And the one that's coming, because we're not gonna.
Yeah.
We might not be able to show it. I don't know. It's from Mace of Skeins. So
the Mace of Skeins.
Do you remember?
The Mace of Skeins.
Do you remember what color you bought by chance? Because I could maybe
No.
find a picture and put it in.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Well, surprise! You'll be surprised. All right.
Surprise.
Let's get this going. People are just waiting. They're waiting.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about what we're saying. They
All
just
right.
want us to hit the little button.
So I've already put in the link. You can't really see that. I've put in the word short, and it says there was 86 comments, and it's picking a name now.
Oh boy.
Oh, Simply Mar Crafting. Congratulations on hitting 1,000 subs. Sweet Hazel. Hope those slick horses weren't. Oh, it doesn't give me the whole comment.
Shark.
Oh, I don't know what her movie was.
I can look it up.
You can look it up. But yes, so please contact us because you are the winner. That's so exciting. I think she's been a follower since like way back.
Oh yeah?
I'm terrible with names, but I remember like the YouTube names. So
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yay. Okay. So
Now, just like last time, if for some reason they don't reach out, we're not gonna reach out. We gotta wait for you to reach out and say,
hey, I was the winner.
yeah.
Just
So
contact me.
if like 3-4 weeks goes by, then we will. I guess we'll have to do it again.
All right. So the abroad picker.
A broad
Comment.
picker.
Abroad, people that are going to win a pattern, US $10 or less, contact me through Ravelry or Etsy, not Etsy, Ravelry or Instagram, and let me know, and we'll
Or
work
YouTube.
about getting, we'll work on getting a pattern of your choice. So I've put now in abroad, get the comments. Let's see how many we had. 9. So 1/3 of the people are going to win something.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think I have to just do it.
Yep.
And then I have to do it again. All right. So number 1, Vicky Shaw. Vicky Shaw. You two are so much fun. It's too bad I live abroad and we can't hang out. LOL. All right.
Do we need to write this down?
Ooh, probably.
Oh wait, you can rewatch.
I can rewatch it.
Yeah. Congratulations, Vicky Shaw.
Yay! All right, ready?
And congratulations. Who was the first person?
Simply Mar Crafting.
Simply Mar Crafting.
And then pick another name for the abroad.
Abroad.
It's going through. Talya and Love, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers from abroad.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch her podcast, so you should totally check out her podcast. She makes some really fun stuff. She's been making like a lot of socks and sweaters and yeah. So there we go. Congratulations.
Talya in Love.
And number 3 is gonna be Verena B. Congratulations on your 1,040 subscribers. Even though I'm living abroad, I love watching your videos. Thank you, Verena. Get a hold of me and we will figure out patterns, y'all. All right, let's keep getting the subscribers. I know I've watched some new podcasts lately. They've mentioned me, so thank you to those people who have been, throwing everybody's names around. We're all like in the lower numbers, and I really do enjoy, I enjoy watching people that have lots of subscribers too, but I really enjoy seeing some of these up and coming YouTube channels that have only 20 videos. It's pretty awesome. Like, there's room for everyone. That's how I feel. If you want to have a podcast, you do it.
Yeah, what she said.
What I
said. If you want to ruin somebody's podcast, then you do what I do.
You don't ruin it. There's so many people that love your videos, and you know
But
what?
then-
If they don't like your videos, they just don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
You don't have to feel obligated to watch something that you're just not enjoying. So
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Who is this guy and why is he here? That was what's her face, the lady that with the daughter.
Oh,
She's like,
well, because I think it's odd seeing like somebody's channel and then you see like all these other random videos and it's like not the person you've been watching and it's like somebody new and you're like, who is that? That'd be like if I started uploading videos for Hazel TV to this channel. People would be very confused.
Yeah. And we do have a small announcement. My wife is going to be joining me in Mullet Mania.
No, I'm not.
Yep.
No.
Oh, well, we're gonna pull that back, and we're gonna pull that back. Look at that. That would look. Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No, my hair is finally growing long and...
Why don't we get a case of Busch Light or Keystone Ice and
get a kiddie pool and go sit in it.
We have most of that.
I don't want to drink Busch. Oh, the guy, I went out with a girlfriend last night and we went to a brewery and then we went and got food because the food truck left at the brewery and we're like, ugh, well, we're hungry. So we went and got food. And I was like, well, I want like a lighter beer on tap. And he was like, well, I got Bud Light. And I was like, no, I know you have other stuff that's light on tap. Like, I was offended.
Where was it? At the brewery?
No, at Woody's.
At Woody's?
Yeah.
You always order the same thing.
Well, I got the Abergash out. What is it?
Yeah.
I got that.
It's a Belgian wit.
Yeah, and it's like a lighter. It's kind of lighter. It's not like a heavy beer. Although I had a milk stout at the brewery, which I absolutely love milk stouts. And then they had, and I didn't really love it. It was a grapefruit sour, and it was not bad, but it wasn't my favorite.
We're gonna be
from there.
We gotta make a ride and get you a sour today.
Key Brewing, they have a pickle sour.
Man, when I want to get wasted, that's exactly what I think of. Man.
I don't think you're slamming pickle sour.
I want to go get wasted on pickle beer. Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna put salt on my watermelon while I do it.
I love salt on watermelon. We've had this conversation. On this channel.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was talking to Flood on the way back from the boat yesterday, and
Flood is
for
his coworker.
some reason we started talking about melons, and I was like, "Do you put like salt on your watermelon like my weird wife does since you're from this like mid-Atlantic region?" And he's like, "Ew, no, I put salt on my cantaloupe," and I'm like, "What the?"
I put salt on cantaloupe too.
And he's like.
But I'm not trying mustard on watermelon.
I don't do anything weird like some of these people do where they put like Old Bay on watermelon, and I was like, I might actually try that.
But that's like salt.
No, it's Old Bay.
Okay, Old Bay has salt in it.
Does it?
Do I need to get a can?
Maybe.
Pause. It just so happens that Hazel asked me to buy a watermelon the other day. So guess what? First, I need to prove you wrong.
Celery salt.
Celery salt, but the celery salt has salt and celery seed in it.
Is that your way of winning?
Yes, it is. Spices, including red pepper, black pepper, and paprika. Do you want to try salt on watermelon?
Could you have gotten
All right.
Could you have gotten a bigger can of Old Bay?
You bought this. We have regular salt, and I brought the mustard. Haze.
Ew, mustard.
I know. You need to be quiet, though. Stop.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, you're doing it. You mentioned it.
I mentioned
Wait,
it.
are you doing that because watermelon sugar high?
No, not because of the
Watermelon
song.
sugar.
Okay. You're going to try Old Bay.
I don't want to do this. Just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down.
I can't even... Okay, it's coming out. It's coming out.
I want to try sugar and watermelon.
Sugar and
Dude,
watermelon?
that is really good, actually.
All right, I love...
No, you've had that a million times. Try the Old Bay.
Okay. Okay.
Why are we ruining fruit?
But can I have a watermelon?
No.
That's actually good.
It's actually
But
good.
I love salt on watermelon, so like it's just kind of a flavor step up.
All right, dude. Do the weird
Mustard on watermelon.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know where
If you
this
get-
came from, but that is weird.
If you get the weird mustard water thing first, I'm gonna puke. Like, you know how you son of a... You just sprayed mustard all over me.
I got it.
So the internet says that this is really good.
I got a watermelon.
You have a watermelon. You have plain watermelon.
On your mark, get set, go.
Is it good?
Mm-mm.
No?
It's not totally off the charts disgusting,
Right.
but no. But you know what? What's the first ingredient in mustard? We went over this. Remember at the restaurant? We were at a restaurant.
Vinegar.
We were at a restaurant, and I was like, I bet you I can name all the ingredients in mustard, and I pretty much did.
Really?
Yeah, we went through this. Vinegar, water, mustard seed, salt, turmeric, and paprika. So, yeah.
So, like...
So, Old Bay on watermelon, not terrible. I did not think this was turning into like a food thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot. I have a lot of video before this. This is gonna be like an hour. Eek. All right.
Well, so my
what do you have to
argument
say?
was why, like, Mother Nature was like, here, have these wonderful fruits that will sustain you on our planet Earth. And we're like, let's put some salt on it. Like, why wouldn't you
make
just...
our cholesterol go
Daddy,
up?
when I ate watermelon, my teeth got cold and I started screaming. I was like,
Oh, it's not totally.
and my teeth was still really cold.
Her teeth got cold. Okay.
All right, so...
Say goodbye and say congratulations to the winners.
Congratulations to the winners. If you,
Contact us.
yeah. And if you didn't win, I'm sorry. If you're heartbroken, I'm
Go
sorry.
check out the websites below.
If you only
I'm sorry.
followed us because you found out we were doing a contest,
Stop.
I hope
That's
you're
not.
disappointed.
I don't think that's what happens. People were talking about us in good form and fashion, and people were coming.
Form and fashion?
And my dad's here.
And your dad's here,
right.
and I'm in my underwear. I should put clothes on.
All right, knit happy.
Underwear.
What did we just do?
We did a beautiful picture.
A beautiful picture. Let's see it.
With chalk.
With chalk. Ooh, fairies. I love your candy striped dress.
Oh, I forgot to do the wings.
Oh, you did forget wings. All right, finish them up. Ooh,
Now can you take,
good job.
can we take a picture of it?
Sure. All right, say bye.